Finally able to set this up. Okay. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? We got everyone in here. Hello, Doobie. Hi, Lucids. How y'all doing? Rumble stream pulled on out. Oh, here we go. Hello, Sandra. Rumble? Okay. Gonna pay $50 a month for 2 years? What's this? Just bought an EVH 2x12 cabinet? Oh! From AMS. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Very nice. How much did you pay for it? I'd like to know. And how did you know that I was into that? Hello, Madness. Let me get everything set up here. Oh, you gotta out. That's with that I select kick. Okay. Done. Here. This one. There we go. Now I did it right. Alrighty. Hello, Sandra. Hello, for demo purposes only. Hello, Ben. How y'all doing? This is great. Thank you guys for showing up. We're going to be going over some stuff for sure. Mainly the Marjorie Taylor Greene stuff. The Candace stuff is a little, boring right now. Yeah, she is schizo. For sure. Just straight up. Oh, wait. No, it's not Rumble Studio. What was it? This is the stream. That's why this was here. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I got to go to the channel. To here. There we go. All right, that's much better. Man. Hello, 2000 Sit. How's it going? Really crazy to see people just coming in on Kick all of a sudden. Odd. Alrighty. How y'all doing? Okay, is there one more thing I need here before I get started? Let's see. What was I going to do? John Ryan's interview with Charlie, head of security on Patreon. Interesting. Check that out. It seems like so many lost their minds after Charlie. Yeah, they did. Yeah, MTG's definitely looking like she's a rhino. For sure. It's not looking good. I gave her the benefit of the doubt, but man, it is not looking good at all. It's pretty garbage. I figured I'd just go over Candace's ex for a little bit to kind of do this stuff. Like, going over this too. I got to make fun of that. She's like, oh, tell people that this person's a psycho. They made a it's just silly. It's such a silly joke. They shouldn't have deleted that joke either. It's kind of crazy. Hello, Schubert. Let's see here. Drink some of this here. That is good stuff. I feel like there was something I was going to grab. Get set up. I don't know why. Everything good on this side? Oh, oops. Bad title for this. Grab title. It's for Kick. I have to change the title there. There we go. Save that. All right. Cool. Go. Okay, I think we're good. Hello, Robin Gates. Candace Owens is on a mental high, and when you're high, all morals and values are out the door. I think so. I agree. I absolutely agree. Let's see here. I'm going to try and find some stuff to watch on here. I can't be on here for too long today because I really need to help the wife out today with the kids. Normally, this is whenever I help her put the kids down to bed, and then she can, like, have a good moment to herself to read a book or something. And that just, for the live streams, that hasn't quite happened. And, she works really hard, too. She deserves her time. So, with everything kind of blowing up and stuff, I've been investing a little bit more and more into this. Just taking a few extra days, and, she fully agreed, of course. She totally understands. It's just, it's tiresome with kids. They can wear you down. You know what I mean? So I gotta step in there a little early tonight, guys, and, it's totally understandable. So, no big deal. Plus, we have fun before bed, too. Get to read some I Spy books, have some fun, and, yeah, it's a good time. It's a really good time. But how are y'all doing today? Oh, Destroyer, you haven't missed anything yet. We haven't not got started. But one thing we are going to do here is, so Tim Pool, he ended up sharing this. He goes, I assume they deleted it because it's more offensive to Israel than to Megyn Kelly. The joke implies Israel assassinates Americans for criticizing them. I mean, the thing about it is it was just a joke, and it was really funny because she came out as anti-Israel. So it's just really funny in general to be like, yeah, after that, Megyn Kelly gets rid of an old pager just to be safe. It's a very funny joke. I don't know why people took that joke so wrong. It's not like they would actually be able to break into her house and strap a bomb to it and blow it up, because that's how they did it. They hid C4 inside of those pagers. That's what they did. They didn't remotely blow it up using Wi-Fi. Obviously, the old pagers are not equipped for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's pretty crazy to even suggest that could even be a possibility. So obviously, we know that's never going to happen to her, no matter how sneaky Israel is. You know what I mean? Anyway, he did this video. Yeah, we did that. So this is everything after her stream from yesterday. So this is Candace strawmanning again. My haters are like, they lied about JFK, MLK, RFK, Matthew Crooks, COVID, Russian collusion, 9/11, the corresponding Iraq and Afghanistan wars, Ukraine, BLM. But the good news is that everything seems to be above board in the Charlie Kirk situation. It's really unbelievable to watch her just strawman the crap out of that. No, Candace. There is a court date coming up. At least allow them. Okay? At least allow them to show the evidence first. And here's another thing, too. There's reason to believe that the government would lie about JFK. Guess who is completely surrounding the most important person in the entire world? The government. They allowed somebody to get through their security, which should not be physically possible. Ever. Ever. Okay? Charlie Kirk was not in government. He did not have Secret Service people, and we have no reason to believe that the government would want him to be put down. Absolutely no reason. He was pro this government. So why would that make sense? That's the problem. She's like, oh, let me tell you this. JFK, who was in government. MLK, who was trying to fight against government. RFK, who was also in government with his brother, JFK. Matthew Crooks was trying to assassinate a president. The COVID thing and Russian collusion was set up by our government. 9/11 was an instance of our government absolutely saying that they planned on an attack actually happening. They had credible information beforehand, so we know that for a fact. And not to mention, Alex Jones leaked that info months before it happened, which is crazy. So obviously, government involved, the corresponding Iraq and Afghanistan wars. Who do you think started that? Was it a private citizen? No, it was government. Ukraine, which is government, and BLM. Now, BLM has a lot of funding and a lot of crazy things. And here's the thing. The government is not properly arresting them, right? We can actively see the government taking action. With Charlie Kirk, we actually have no evidence whatsoever government was involved in any way, shape, or form. We just don't. It's a little different. So for her to sit there and be acting like this is like comparing apples to apples is completely and totally ridiculous because we have no reason to believe whatsoever that the government would have been involved in any way, shape, or form with Charlie Kirk. We know for a fact government was absolutely involved with every single other thing she has listed. You can't separate any of those other things from government. So it's a little silly, you know? But anyway, we have plenty of reason to think that the Trump failed attempts had reason to target Charlie. Well, yeah, but those are leftists, you know, and Thomas Crooks also, right? Or Matthew Crooks. Also from that same camp of leftists, you know what I mean? Same with all those you know, the people with the tranifestos that have been popping up over the past 2 years, ending, you know, school kids in the middle of the schools. Those people, you know, I mean, they're all tied together very well. We don't know if they're necessarily government-backed or not, though I imagine that they probably are, from the deep state, funded, the Soros types and all that. But the thing about it is Candace is leading us away from that trail. And I have to question why. Why is she leading us away from the trail that we have all come to accept all the way up to the very point for the past 10 years now, to the point where Charlie was ended? Now, all of a sudden, those extremist Antifa left-wing people who are blowing, or, you know, shooting kids at schools, essentially. I don't want to get demonetized completely here and not get out to the other people that may watch this, but, you know, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Turning kids into Swiss cheese. Those people, all of a sudden, we don't have to focus on them anymore? Isn't it a little weird that she would lead us off that trail? What took place over the past few years with these mass incidents? With these Tranifesto people here? With these underground Trantifa people? We're just going to forget about all that now? Those people are a real threat in our backyard. Israel is way across the pond. I am not worried about them harming me as nearly as much as the crazy person from the city over. And she is completely and totally sidetracked. She has jumped off. She's completely jumped off board. And now she's talking about something that has no evidence whatsoever. Absolutely no evidence. She's more worried about that than the people who potentially actually pulled the trigger. We know for sure that they have connected this to underground Trantifa people, okay? And at a bare minimum, why don't we at least get them under control first? That should be the first priority. We should get them under control. Why not? They're hurting people anyway. Wait for the trial and then see what happens after that. If the trial comes out and it turns out he got Charlie with a 225 grain 30-06 bullet, you know, then I'm going to question things. But if I find out that it is much weaker shot than that, 55 grain coyote shot that Remington makes, then I'm going to be like, hey, actually, every single thing that the guy who pulled the trigger on Charlie Kirk, you know, matches up. Because, let me see, it was 55 grain, just to pull it up real quick, 30, let's see. Oh, well, I'll just put that. That'll probably come up. Here it is, 30-06, whatever accelerator, Springfield accelerator is what we're talking about here. Okay? Let's see. 55 grains, soft point, brass. Where's the thing on it? It's like good for like 150 yards, I think, and then it starts dropping off. So you would expect that if he was aiming for the head and he was 200 yards away, there'd be a bullet drop. And that explains why it would have hit the neck. You know what I mean? So it's not... Oh, it says discontinued? When did they discontinue it? When was that? When I pulled it up, I don't remember seeing that last time. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if it's discontinued from this website or if it's actually the round itself. But you get what I'm saying. They make them. And I'm sure there's others. Remington Express. Oh. Okay, they make a different one? So they have an Express and oh, no, this is the accelerator. Oh, okay, you can buy it from here. It was just the website. All right. Oh, add to wish list. Oh, nope, out of stock. Oh, it's just out of stock. Maybe. I have no idea. I'm not, I don't buy ammo, really, hardly at all. I've got stuff. I've got my 45, I've got a shotgun and an AR-15, and that's it. And my dad services all of those. I'm not a gun guy myself. I'm a guitar guy. So anytime I get the money to do anything, it's like tattoos. I've always wanted a tattoo. I don't have a single tattoo on me because every time I get the money, I end up buying a guitar, something for my guitars. So, you know, it's just what I think about first. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? Maybe these guys will have it. I know a lot of rounds end up going, oh my gosh, what the heck? Sold? They had an auction for an old box of it. That's weird. Are old ones worth a lot? Huh. What's this? Power Shock, 180 grain. They make, let me just type this in. I'll just type this in. Maybe I can go through, oh, Amazon sells them? Really? Oh, those are magazines. Dumb. What a scam. Get me to click on that. There you go. 180 grain, 150 grain. Let's see, 165 grain. Okay. 150, 150, 180, 150, 178. 78, that's an... okay. We're just going to go nuts with the numbers now, I guess. 150, 180, 165. What is the weakest ones? 165, 180. Gosh. 180. Oh, cheaper. Way cheaper for some reason. This one's cheaper too. This one doesn't say right here. No, it's 168, 165. What is the difference between 168 and 165 grain? There's not even going to be a difference with that. Are you insane? What are these people just dumb? Okay. What is it, their special blend? It's interesting to me. 125, that's the weakest one I found so far. 150, 150, 180. Okay. I don't know if, I'm sure they still make it. Let's see if I can do 55. Let's see, 180, 150. No, maybe they don't. Maybe 60. Do they have any ones? Do they have 100? Do they even do 100 even? Probably something weird like 110. Oh, okay, comes in. Oh, wait. They have a bunch here. Okay. They have a bunch of these down here. So from these that they sell, they have, okay, so 100 yards. They have 125 grain. They have, so 125 maybe the weakest they make right now, but I don't know. They also may have, I'm sure they have subsonic rounds too. 30. Let's see. What's this? Okay. Let's see. 30R6 subsonic loads. Anyone had let's see. Subsonic is whenever it's a lot smaller, right? Or not smaller, but a lot weaker. And in a 308 we're using 9.5 grain of. Really? People can do that with just 9 grains? Am I missing something? I'm not an expert on this. I didn't know you could use so low. Let's see. What is this? Case capacity 60.2 grains. Or it says of water though. It doesn't say of powder. Interesting. I don't know. I'm clearly not an expert. All I know is that they make certain rounds for that weapon that won't go through smaller animals in case you want to use that weapon for a smaller animal. Know what I mean? But anyway, I don't know. We'll get more into that. We'll have to figure more out later on. I'll get an expert on the case here before too long. But there's so many experts out there, right? Everybody's a gun expert. Everybody. I think literally everybody, especially if you live in Oklahoma. Every single person's a gun expert. Well, that depends. I don't know that he engraved the bullet. I think he engraved the bullet casing. But if he engraved the actual bullet, yes, that could absolutely affect the bullet because now you've introduced drag on one side. And those things are moving so fast, the smallest amount of air can really change the trajectory of a bullet. So maybe, too. There may be possibility, it depends if he actually carved on there. On the actual bullet itself. But, I don't know, whenever I saw the case, it looked like he'd carved on the casings, but that may come out, literally in the trial, No hate? Oh, wait, what happened? Wait, what is this? You said, yo, Jesus, can you listen some of my SoundCloud music for feedback? Or your, okay. Oh, this was AI mod? I didn't even know I had an AI mod. Weird. Okay, kick. Crazy. Anyway, guys. Let's see. Heard Billie Eilish went full Hassan over Elon? Really? She did? She's a nut too. Oh, I may pull that up. Anyway, so all that to say, regardless of all that rant, she's just absolutely crazy. She has no nuance at all whatsoever. She's like, oh, 30-06, that just means it decapitates. And it's like, no, smaller grain, less powerful bullet, not going to do that, So we'll get to it. Once we have the actual trial going forward and the evidence is presented to us through the trial, we'll actually get it figured out. You know what I mean? We'll be able to then decide if the evidence is fake or if it's good. You know what I mean? Man, that stuff's good. The former Army sniper called the Reaper stated that it looked like he was going for the head, but the bullet dropped, hitting his neck. Yeah, well, Charlie could have also lifted up at the same time, as a lot of people do who don't shoot often. Could have blinked whenever he pulled that trigger, not seeing that Charlie's head went up, But it was obviously not enough for him to move. Oh, yeah, that's right, Ben. You do live in Oklahoma, don't you? We'll have to meet up someday. Maybe go to a bar. You know what I mean? Why can't Megan, a lawyer, explain to the grifting dummy that the FBI releasing everything would prejudice? Oh, she knows. She knows, and also Candace knows. She doesn't need to be explained to. That's why. Candace is grifting. She knows this stuff. Candace has been to court. Candace absolutely knows this stuff. She's getting sued right now by the Macrones. She's in contact with her lawyers all the time. I'm sure she's asked them the legality of what it is she's doing. She knows, and she's asked about the case. I guarantee you, if she were truly curious, she would have absolutely asked her lawyers, hey, why are they doing this? Is this weird? And her lawyers would have been like, no, it's not weird. And she doesn't care. Tucker and Owens are the new QAnon? I guess so, pretty much. Seems so. I gotta grab my dog real quick. Hold on 1 second. He's being a butt. Anyway, there are times where he'll like when he gets really, really riled up, he'll just bark and bark and bark at the kids. And he just gets too excited. And it gets loud and annoying. But it doesn't help that the kids are also screaming as loud as they can. So it's just chaos. It's like this every night. They start screaming, dog starts barking, then they start running around the house. It's just a bunch of noise and chaos. But, it's not like they haven't been ran all day long at the park. Oh my gosh. These kids have just... older they get, the more energy they get. It's completely ridiculous. Anyway. So, yeah, it's one of those things that, yeah, the new QAnon. It's funny because, QAnon was never real, but, man, the left sure did believe it. It's wild. But Candace might as well be QAnon at that point. Because she is also fake. As fake as they come. Anyway, the magnificent, heroic Robbie McCoy. Why does she picking on Robbie McCoy like this? Like, I don't think Robbie McCoy has said anything out loud, has he? Has he even, like, said anything? It's pretty wild, isn't it? I don't know. Pretty weird. I don't think Robbie McCoy, he's just ignoring this for the most part, and she keeps just goading him more and more. It's pretty sad, to be honest. Indy say, Blake Neff on Monday, probably. Okay, so let's see. So apparently there was a cover-up captured in real time. Oh, okay, I thought he may have deleted. Oh, yeah. This is a little weird, isn't it? So I don't know what's going on here.
I think the material Rob McCoy has posted on YouTube is the single most damning thing that exists today when it comes to Charlie Kirk and what happened to him. Because everything Rob McCoy says today is conditioned in many ways on Charlie Kirk not changing his mind from what Rob McCoy says it is. Now, today, Rob McCoy's pastor suit is featuring what looks like Navy garb. Looks like a Navy getup. Looks like he's on a sailor boat.
Okay, it's just a polo. Man. It's a polo.
But let me get to this real quick because I think this is
I don't care.
Absolutely critical moment in the decision to neutralize Charlie Kirk. I just want to set this up because
hello, GB.
I have put
Brett.
Much research into the Calvary Chapel phenomenon and Rob McCoy's role in it, and it is wild. It is wild. Other things, and you saw.
Okay.
Have they pulled the video? No.
So there's a video that gets pulled.
Do you see what I see?
But I don't know what's on the video. That's the bad thing. And he didn't get it on his stream. So it's unfortunate. We'll have to see if there's any uploads, like re-uploads with this. Maybe there will be, and maybe he'll be able to react to it. If he can find the upload, it'll make sense, but, at the end of the day, I don't know. It's interesting. It is very interesting to me, anyway. Let's see. No blame, guilt, or accusations are implied at all. Please don't attack or dox the guy. Just pass the info to Candace. That's still kind of doxing, but whatever. Baron is on fire on YouTube right now. Rob McCoy is doomed. What's this? Who's Baron? Baron is a bulldog bone? Okay. That's weird. What, does he get chewed on? Let's see. Is there anything... What about the one in the beige cap? What are people doing? What's wrong with the beige cap? Let's see. Okay. Her head's down. And she looks up. Well, I'm confused. Why is that a big deal? Here's the one in the beige cap. Like, that's so weird. That's so weird. Check out number 1, actions, and number 2, practiced. Non-reaction, but more like an exercise to be completed. What are you talking about? I am so confused. Okay, so people are saying slow it down. Maybe I'll do that. Let's do 0.25, okay? Here we go. Okay. When this comes around, we're gonna get everything. Oh yeah, Jack Doherty. I don't really know him well, to be honest. She had her phone up. She took a picture, it looked like, or somebody else did, or she's just kind of like moving in place. Okay. So she's moving in place. And I think that's whenever chaos broke loose. Okay, and? Why are people so freaking weird about this case? I don't understand. Now they're just like, hey, what about this person that did this? And then a shot goes off and then you can't even see the person anymore at all. What a crazy video that is. Guys, is this really like how far it's going to go? Are we going to pick apart every single person in the crowd that had like their hair blown by a fart? Are you kidding me? Like, these people are ass to elbows. What do you think's going to happen in here? Like, people are going to move and get comfortable. It doesn't make any sense, guys. Stop, like, pointing out people in the crowd. Like, is this person weird because there's a hole in the middle here? Like, I don't know. This guy, he's not even looking at Charlie. He's looking directly at this camera. Is he suspicious? Look at that. Do you see that? Look at this freak. Hey, freak. Why are you looking at this camera instead of Charlie Kirk down here in the bottom right? You creepy, creepy guy. You too. You too. You know? Look at this guy. He's weird. He's standing sideways. He must be retarded. Doesn't he know that the action is that way? Or, like, you know, down... Yeah, that way. There you go. Like, right down here. There you go. See? Look at that guy. We should dox him. Dox him. Everybody dox him. Right? Come on. Like, what are we doing here, guys? This is crazy, you know? Charlie's lead security guy was interviewed by Sean Ryan yesterday. Hey, well, okay, so where do I find that? You mentioned, somebody else mentioned that. Where is... Yeah, YouTuber Jack Doherty got arrested. You know, I don't know. I don't know him at all, so I have no interest in him. Let me see. Sean Ryan. I used to know a Sean Ryan. It's funny. Personally, anyway. Let's see his stuff. This was a message exchanged between Charlie Kirk and head of security and UVU chief police regarding the rooftop. Join me? Oh, really? Let's see. Monday, 4/11. Okay, but Monday, what day? Was September 10th a Monday? I don't even remember. I don't have a calendar app on here. One calendar. Okay, let's see, just in case anything pops up. I don't think it will. Let's see. Oh, there's a Microsoft store. Oh, you God, guys, really? I don't have a calendar in, like, with... That is unbelievable. I don't have a calendar on Windows 11. I have to download. That is crazy. Good Lord, guys. Oh, wait. Can I... Yeah, no, I don't have a calendar. I can't click the date. I cannot click the date. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, I can right here, though. Okay. That should pop one up. Okay, cool. But it's only here on this page. I can actually just bring it up. But just in case, I don't think I have any personal info on this computer yet anyway. September 10th. Okay. It's on a Wednesday. So it could have been the Monday before or the Monday after. I have no idea. No idea. So he says, hello, Chief Long. We received this message today from the student group, FYSA. There is a student roof access pretty close to where Charlie Kirk will be set up at Utah Valley. The Sorensen Student Center has a couple of stairs that go up to the walkways on the roof. You want access to the roof? I was told students have access above us. If this is true, it would be nice to either have it controlled access or allow one of my guys to be there as well, if possible. I got you covered. Thank you, sir. Okay. This is from Charlie Kirk. Where did this message come from, by the way? Did it come from the guy he interviewed? Oh, it's on Patreon? He paywalled it? He paywalled that? I instantly don't believe Sean Ryan if he paywalled this completely. You're kidding me. It's early access? Okay, will this come out to the public at least? But still, he paywalled that? That to me is so freaking scummy. If I ever do anything like that, guys, I want every single one of you to unsubscribe from me. If I ever do anything that stupid and selfish. If I have somebody so important, I'm not going to freaking paywall it. I might read an ad or two in it, but no, something that important, something of this level, something that could actually show proof of what happened to Charlie Kirk, and he put it entirely, like, behind a paywall. I have to pay to get to it. You know? It's like, even to see it early, even if it comes out to the public, even to just see it early. Nah. I don't care. I don't care if it comes out tomorrow or tonight. 44 minutes ago? That's crazy to me, though. Why? Like, don't ever let me do something like that, guys. Like, for real, don't. I'll watch the clip here. And I'll give it a chance. I'll definitely watch this video. But I'm just saying straight up, it damages credibility when I see stuff like that, because Candace does that crap. Don't ever let me do that, guys. Seriously. Hold me to the fire, to that conviction. If I ever set up a Patreon or anything like that, it will be for the most, like, it will never be important. Maybe a videos game stream with me or something, or maybe just a one-on-one chat where I don't cover anything on here. I just talk to you guys, or... You know, maybe I'll just play a little bit of guitar too or something. I don't know. But I'm never, ever, ever going to paywall anything ever, even early access, ever, for something to this level. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't do that, you know? I just think it's scummy, in my opinion. You know, his videos come out early on Patreon. It'll be free on YouTube Monday. Yeah, but still, it's like days. And then it's like, oh, we're going to wait days to cover that. Here's the truth of what happened to Charlie Kirk. You know what I mean? It's like, this clearly isn't important enough for Sean Ryan to release to the public. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. He could be a really good guy. I've never watched Sean Ryan's stuff ever. I don't know anything about him. So there is that. And it's so bad. Optically, it's terrible. It's terrible. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it'd be good to start this
loud.
episode with a prayer.
Absolutely.
You okay with that?
That's what we all should do.
All right.
So this is, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's going to be super simple here.
I like that they would start it off with the prayer and all, but why is this in, like, you give us some of the juicy details of the clips at least.
Jesus, I just want to thank you for having Brian here today, and we have just a couple of goals today with this interview, and that we ask that you be here with us in this interview, and we just want to bring some answers to unanswered questions here today.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know what microphone they're using here at all. This is a very strange setup. Very strange microphone. Is that like a Bayer Dynamic? Is that one of those one of those mics that can like actually change to the type of mic you want it to be, digitally, like almost like a microphone sim? Those things are really cool. But I genuinely thought this one right here was a bazooka pointed at this guy's head because I see the guns mounted and stuff like that. But oh my god, that would have been hilarious. Not even kidding.
And avenge Brian's team of these accusations and conspiracies, and we basically just want to clear the air and
holy crap,
and get rid of the confusion.
I want one of
and we hope this helps. And we also just want to pray for Charlie and his family, and we hope that this rise in political violence comes to an end real fast. Amen.
Amen.
This is the clip, though?
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I believe in that. The power of prayer is unbelievable.
Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Like, I like the clip and all. I get the message, but this does a bad job of explaining, like, specifically what, oh, okay, he's got more. Okay, he's got more clips? Is this it? Now we're going, okay,
I thought it'd be good to...
Okay. Okay, this might not be too bad. I could at least glean something off of it, right? Is this him? Or is this not him?
Start this episode with a prayer.
Absolutely.
You okay here today?
Okay, so this guy over here to the left is Charlie Kirk's, is Sean Ryan the bald guy? Is that him? No, Sean Ryan, yeah, bald guy. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is a different person. Great. Okay, never mind. Well, that's a bummer. We're gonna have to wait a while to see this. Oh, man, that sucks, because I am definitely not paying, and I don't want to show something at all that's on Patreon, because those guys will copyright strike you. Because now the video's out there before it was released, and so I couldn't watch it anyway. Click on the is there a preview here? Let me make sure. I don't think I'm logged into my Patreon account, because I have one account that oh, no, I'm not logged in. Cool. Okay, we'll preview this.
Good idea.
Yeah, it's mental preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Preparation H.
Yeah.
So here's a visual of what
that's
you guys
loud.
Correct.
were able to see.
Yep. And so here's my question, and hopefully it'll come out in timeline. All right. We've all seen the pictures of the guy when he came.
Wait, who's annoying? Stop what? Just out of curiosity here. What are you talking about? See. Okay, there we go.
Came on through the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, there's a difference between a guy walking up and getting on a roof and a guy walking up and getting on a roof. And did he?
Are you kidding me? That's where it ends? What it end? There's a difference between a guy walking up and getting on the roof. and a guy walking up, getting on the roof, and then that and it ends. What an amazing ending! Oh my god, I got to replay this now. Hold on.
It's between a guy walking up and getting on a roof.
No,
There's a difference between a guy walking up and getting on a roof and a guy walking up and getting on a roof. And did he?
Good job. That's awesome. I couldn't have. I wouldn't have wanted that to end any other way. That's hilarious. What a great ending. You can't that stuff just comes up in a nice surprise, doesn't it? Wow. Okay. Well, that was the preview. Man, they cut that off in the right way. I have followed Donut Operator like 7 times on here. What is happening? Okay, here we go. Sean Ryan Show. I guess I'll follow him here too. Brandon Herrera? Yeah, follow that guy. Man, what a crazy situation there. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to wait until Monday, unfortunately. There's another clip on Instagram on his account. Oh, okay. Cool. Let's see here. Let's see. We will pull up. Clearly a different Sean Ryan, though, than what I knew, because the Sean Ryan I knew spelled his name differently. Let's see. So is this it right here? Wait. Here we go.
Episode with a prayer.
Absolutely.
You okay with that?
Yeah, okay. This is the same one. That's a bummer. Well, Sean Ryan Show. Maybe that'll be different. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wasn't there a different Sean Ryan that I saw earlier?
Do you need help?
Don't you think? That's Alex Stein. But I know if I play some of his stuff, it's going to say some stuff. What the heck? Wait, what happened to my... I pulled this away. Dang it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Sean Ryan Show here. Okay, 1.8 million followers. This is a different page. Okay, here we go. This may have a different thing on it. After all. Right here.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
A friend of ours that fights in this space.
No, never mind. I thought that was the other guy. Okay, well, I don't think he has a preview available, actually, that's different. Unfortunately. Well, there's this.
It's so bad now, I don't even know if I believe
When was
my
this?
own
A day
eyes.
ago.
Charlie Kirk was just assassinated the week before.
Okay, well, that's not talking about it either. Dang. Well, a bummer. Is there
I think the most likely and the most dangerous
Oh,
scenario.
I see. This is pinned. Pinned. Oh, these are pinned. Okay. What outfit is he? So he's wearing the blue jacket. Should be in this, but it's not that. Let's see. He must wear that blue jacket often. Yeah, bummer. I don't think he's uploaded anything new on here. There was another one. Let's see. That link didn't work. Wait, which one? I didn't see any link. Trump told MTG her numbers were bad and not to run again. Now she's scorned. Yeah, she's probably mad. She seems to be very upset and sad about it. We'll get back to Marjorie Taylor Greene here in a few. Dang, I was really hoping that I get something a little more. What's this about?
You were on the stage with Charlie Kirk as the head of his contracted security detail on September 10th.
Oh, okay, here's one.
When he was assassinated. You know I'm not a combative interviewer. I do have some tough questions. It's been 2 months since this tragedy, and there are a lot of unanswered questions. People are starving for some answers. I know a lot of people are going to be very interested in what you have to say.
There's so much out there, and there's so much out there that's not true.
You cannot say everyone in the Pro Zero, and I don't say it, acts that way. But I got
Agreed.
texts about you, Megan.
Ooh. Interesting.
You know, I've been really quiet about this. It's a real shame, but it just got to be so much that I just did not trust
I like
my
his
own
really
eyes
calm
here.
demeanor on this, honestly.
Reading.
Can I not pause? There we go. I really like his calm demeanor on it. So, you know, he may be really, really good about this. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're pro, like, leftist or pro right wing or pro Candace Owens or pro Donald Trump or you know what I mean, or any of this, or you know, pro TPUSA, pro Candace is probably what I should have said. So at the end of the day, though, don't paywall your crap if it's an important interview like this. Not a good idea. I understand he probably does this for every single video. But when it comes to, hey, this is some seriously important information that could literally exonerate TPUSA, I wouldn't paywall that up first. I would let that get out there as quick as possible because information like that's a little important in the, you know, digital world here. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Oh, no, you're good, Ben. You're good. Sorry, guys. Hey, Ninja. Another one. Yeah.
What I was watching, I think a lot of people have sensationalized this.
Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder.
Just grainy surveillance footage, fake text messages, and a transgender furry.
In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise, thanks to the full weight of the federal government and leading out with the partners here in the state of Utah and Governor Cox, the suspect was apprehended in a historic time period.
The only thing we deal with at the FBI and the Department of Justice is facts. We delivered at record speed a manhunt to capture Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin in 33 hours.
Man, this is going to be a fun video to go over.
Before the assassination attempt. That's what the governor said yesterday.
Guys will come up to me and say, where did you get your guys? Where did you get these people? And the only response I've ever been able to make sense is I just tell them, man, I prayed them in.
What does it take to become a security contractor for integrity?
Oh, I don't know anything about integrity.
Made it through those steps, and
they should have called their company Integrity. That would have been great.
You're on the team, and then you still have to put that kind of effort out. The team gets together, and then they authorize them to get the tattoo, and then they get to get a tattoo, and that, you know, brothers in Christ for eternity.
People need to understand
that's a very, very interesting thing to do. Tattoo, you know, Christian symbols on you to become a part of it. That's a little weird. I gotta say,
jurisdiction.
It's interesting
on the rooftops or the surrounding area. Their only jurisdiction on a campus is Charlie's physical proximity, and they were coordinating with local PD and campus PD to make sure all of those venues. But ultimately,
we don't have counter snipers. We don't have the Secret Service.
Right.
Here's the thing, too. Did you notice all the windows that were in front of him as well? It's not like somebody couldn't have popped through the glass. You know what I mean? Per se. I don't know that the glass is bulletproof, and I don't know that the glass wouldn't have just like let the bullet pass right on through. You know what I mean? So, in all fairness, if you see that building that's right up in front of him, it's actually not the most easy thing to probably secure. They would need a lot more security guards. Probably one on each floor. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to me. They probably should have stationed a couple of people up on top of the roof. So that way, if they would have seen if anything was going on, they could have zoomed on down in there, saw a guy with a rifle, and they could have went to action, you know, and taken him out. That's probably something they should have done. But obviously, hindsight's 20/20. He probably thought he had enough security. You know, it makes sense to a degree, you know, that somebody would have slipped through the cracks probably. But it just depends. I don't know how much security detail he had.
I ask our guys, are you believers? We have no ties to Israel or Mossad or any other one. We're Americans.
Okay.
Do you have anybody on your team that you think could be tied to planning assassinations?
We're
They're not going to let him answer, right? Oh.
Where they have the time for it, I wouldn't know.
Hey, everybody.
Well, obviously, like, he's not going to know. And if he does know, he's not going to say. But if he doesn't say, then who's going to know? No, I don't know. Obviously, he's never going to say anything like that. He's going to defend himself quite well. And I have a feeling that this will probably ultimately end up probably proving nothing. You know, you guys have seen it. But at the end of the day, innocent till proven guilty. So they come out and clear their name. Candace is not going to like this interview. I have a feeling. She's really not going to like this interview.
Welcome to this episode of The Charlie Kirk Show.
People that are in the media, come out and say Charlie had very specific concerns about Israel. Is the man that owns the company that's in charge of his security detail, and you are the head guy on his security detail. Did he express any of those concerns to you?
Dan works for Turning Point as their security guy, and so Dan feeds down that to us, to our contracted security, which is us, for integrity. And so nothing had ever come from Dan, from Charlie, down to us about that. You got to look at the world we live in, and that's a reality. An organization, whether it be a hate group of any type, could want to hurt anybody.
He's no longer with us and all that. So wait a second, what do you mean? What does with us mean exactly, right? I'm an American.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't look at things, by all means. Yeah, we should.
Interesting, that's for sure. I wonder if that text up there was from Dan. Does he say Dan in that text? I'll have to go back over it.
I mean, we look at people and press and in history of the United States, how valuable they've been. Don't say you're searching for the truth when you're lying to get it.
They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. He's dead.
You know what I want to know? I want to know when he got on the roof. We're shooters. In that shooting position, 3 meters to the right and 10 meters to the left, there was no shot. And so I want to know when that guy got on the roof. We took that shot before.
Really?
We always do. We sit down in the space,
really,
and we take the shot and send it back to Charlie so that he can see what he's going to see. Yeah, and that's a routine thing that we do.
Okay.
We've all seen the pictures of the guy when he came on through the staircase. From where we're sitting, where we're standing, we can't see it.
It's a very specific point.
Spot, boom, run to, boom, take the shot. Did you get all that off
I mean,
Google?
it had to have been rehearsed to find that.
Well, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was rehearsed, especially knowing that there was an underground Trantifa group. I don't know. Know what I mean? Man, 69 people in here at once. Nice. Again, thank you guys. Seriously, if you're new here, please like, subscribe, that good stuff. I really genuinely appreciate you guys being here. Seriously, y'all are amazing. Man, this is going to be an interesting interview. The sad thing about it is I am unable to stream on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. So, unfortunately, just is what it is. So, I won't be back till Wednesday. Those are kind of my days, it seems, for now. I would like to get to a point where I just take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, but, my work schedule doesn't work like that, Working in a factory, my wife has to go and, work her job. I don't want to say where, but, or specifically what, but she's a nurse. An actual nurse, or as we call them, real nurses. LPNs are real nurses too. I'm just poking fun. No hate over here. But anyway, she's an RN, and it's a lot of work. So it's just one of those things. Until this channel lifts up a little more and becomes a little more financially stable, I won't be able to do this on an exact schedule or even at a moment's notice. You know what I mean? So it just can't happen that way. But anyway, Simon Key. Let's see. I'm usually the type of guy to say your stream got posted. Oh, wait. My stream got posted in a Discord? Oh, it's another scam. Good job, Kick. So many scams on Kick. Great. Anyway, let's see. What do you guys think of this interview, though, so far? So you guys have watched it? Y'all think it's really good? Was there any evidence to the contrary to contradict Candace at all? Or was there any evidence to support Candace? What did you guys see? What the security guy said about the text messages that you saw, the chief of police seems to have dropped the ball, allegedly? Really? Interesting. That'll be interesting to hear. Charlie is pro-Israel and became more and more over time. Yeah, it sounded like it to me, and a lot of this, you go back to any Charlie Kirk video, including just videos days before he passed, he was super pro-Israel. So I don't know. I don't know why he would behind the scenes not be pro-Israel, but to everybody's face be pro-Israel. It tells me that if that was true, then Charlie Kirk was not a man of his word and did not like to say what was on his mind as much as he would have, we would have liked to have believed, right? But I don't think that's the case. I think Charlie Kirk was very straightforward. You know what I mean? I think he was genuinely not afraid to speak his mind, and that's why he had what happened to him. And if that were going to be the case, I think he would have been openly anti-Israel, and he just was not. So, I don't know. I'll be shocked to find out if he truly wasn't, just because, not because that's necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'd be shocked that he would contradict himself so hardcore. You know what I mean? I don't think that would have been the case. I just don't have any reason to believe that. Man, yeah, no, you're right, Ed. There were 71. It went up to 72. Hey, I'm happy about that. You guys are amazing. Genuinely, you all are amazing. Like, Nikki says, Schultz feelings about Candace. Wait. Feelings about Candace investigation after watching it? Oh, I wonder if she will watch it. Do you think she will? Because she hasn't even acknowledged the leaked, she hasn't acknowledged at all the leaked Discord messages. So I'm wondering if there's evidence that comes up against her at all that questions her, she's not going to cover it. They wanted security on those stairs or a police officer to be there, and he implied that there was going to be a police officer. Oh, okay. Candace has skewed who Charlie was to fit her own narrative. I agree. I'm waiting to see if, for free as always. Yeah. Candace hates Charlie or stealing Erica away from her. Hey, good possibility. The reason why I'm waiting to see it isn't necessarily that I wouldn't be willing to pay for it. It's just if I stream it here before it goes live for free, he will copyright strike me for sure. Like, he would do that. It makes sense for him to do that because I'm going into his Patreon, paying for a video, and then showing the rest of the world when it's not even available yet. I get it. My issue with it is, though, for sure, is why would you paywall something like this? I get early access. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it for information like this. Other things, totally understandable. For a situation where it's like, hey, people's lives are kind of getting ruined because of the whole accusations, it's accusations against TPUSA, accusations against other people that, they were involved in this. I would have probably done this interview and released it without a paywall at all immediately. Because it just seems a little too important to paywall it. But, I can understand why he would overlook it too. Episode 254, if he's done this 254 times, probably just standard and routine for him. Maybe I jumped the gun a little bit and was like, hey, this is ridiculous. But, it's just one of those things. When will it come out, though? Oh, it is for sure Monday. Crap. Well, guys, you'll see me live stream it on Wednesday. I'm sorry. Just is what it is. Let's see. So this was head of security. So this was Dan. Hello, Chief Long. Wait a minute. Wait, is this Dan actually texting? And he texted an officer? Hold on. Charlie Kirk's head of security and UVU chief police. Oh, I misread this. I thought this was saying this is an exchange between Charlie Kirk and his head of security. And then I just that's just what I had in my head. I completely misread it. Oh my God, that makes so much more sense. That's my fault, guys. This whole time I was thinking it was between Charlie and his head of security. The security of, the police, okay. I wonder how, because you know how Portland police are with Antifa. Was this the same with UVU police and Trantifa? Quite literally? No jokes here, just literally he was in league with Trantifa? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Okay. All right, let's see some people's comments on this. The area they seem to be talking about here on the roof, walkway above where Charlie's tent was. Okay, let's see. So he was over here, Charlie was there. I could see why Charlie and them wouldn't have seen him. Yeah. Can people stop blaming Mikey McCoy now? Let's hear this. Can we stop blaming Mikey McCoy?
Been told
is that possible?
Over and over again by Charlie. If anything happens to me, the first thing you do is you call Erica. Get her on the phone immediately. Now, Erica was in Phoenix. We were in Utah. Mikey did the emergency procedure. That's what you're supposed to do. And anybody in the military or law enforcement knows what I'm talking about. I was in the Navy for 8 years. You think about all this stuff before it happens. So when it happens, you don't have to think. You just do what you're supposed to do. What sense would it make for Mikey to run to Charlie when his security?
I have said this so many times now. He would have just got in the way of the medical staff that was there. The first responders. Why would you ever jump in that situation unless a first responder says, I need help? That's whenever you jump into action. But if there's a first responder there, the best possible thing you could do is get away from them. Because you're only going to get in their way. I would never dream in a million years of stepping between a medical or a first responder and a victim. Ever. That would be such a stupid thing to do because then it would put his life in my hands literally, and I don't know what I'm doing. It'd be such a stupid, stupid thing to do.
Security team, 6 guys were already on him. Well, 4 guys were on him. There were 2 more there.
Right.
They were already, they were right there. He would have just gotten in the way.
Right.
He knew what he had to do, and he did.
There we go.
It.
Yeah. And, I don't have any special insight, but I assume that thing, as you said, had been rehearsed. And as you said, had been talked about. And Erica said on Fox News to Jesse Waters that Mikey called her and said, get the kids, get security. This just happened. And so if that's not what happened, or people saying that Erica is lying, like that would be the implication there that she.
There we go. Somebody else with freaking common sense. Oh my God. I'm not the only one saying this after all. Wow. Okay. I had no idea there was anybody else out there because I've watched a lot of other people's takes on this. I haven't seen anybody say specifically what she just said there other than me. I'm not even kidding.
He's not telling the truth. And so I really feel for him, and the implication that
maybe I didn't look as hard as I thought I did.
He was
just
promised to be Charlie's successor, and that's why he's speaking at Liberty University. Again, no evidence of that. Mikey's not hosting Charlie's show. I don't see like Mikey doing a bunch of interviews out there being like, I haven't seen him at a campus stop. He hasn't been
Groypers are all feds. And they're being led by feds, and they don't know it. It's funny because they're the most anti-fed people ever. But they don't even know that Nick Fuentes is a fed. It's freaking ridiculous. It's like you can obviously see he is because he was one of 2 people calling for people to go into the Capitol and commit violence and stuff. That was Ray Epps and Nick Fuentes. And guess who the guy was that was arrested? Of course, Owen Schroyer, the guy saying, don't go into the Capitol. Don't be violent. They arrested him instead of Nick Fuentes and Ray Epps. Like, come on. For real? Fuentes is a fed. It's on camera. It's proof. It's dead on proof. No way he's not a fed. Not a chance. You know what I mean? Nick Fuentes is a fed, and he is leading all of these people to their downfall. And it's sad to see. Genuinely sad to see. But it is what it is, People aren't going to wake up out of it. They're not going to pay attention, I guess. It's really weird that he's calling for people to go into the Capitol and stuff, and for some stinking reason, he doesn't get arrested at all. Just weird.
Doing any of these debates. There have been a lot of us, you, me, a lot of other people who were in this circle who have been asked to go to this speaking engagement or go to this campus stop or fill in or do this interview or things like that. Not, to take anyone's place, but just because, we're trying to fill in for a friend. But I haven't seen any evidence of Mikey stepping into any realm. I've seen him continue to serve. And so, again, I just don't see the proof. And I think it matters a whole lot to put someone, in the crosshairs by implying that somehow they were involved in this. That's like a really, really hefty claim to make.
Yeah, and it's causing dissension among the brothers. You know what
My bad, guys. I didn't realize I was still muted. I ended up crunching up this bottle here so it wouldn't take up space on the desk. My bad. This whole thing drives you nuts. Candace doesn't make any real accusations, so she can say, yeah, exactly. No, they're saying up here, I was going to go over this video, but it's from October 3rd, but this guy's like, Kirk was not shot by that. We don't know that. You have no idea. You have no idea what left that muzzle. What exact bullet it was. You know what I mean? Completely, totally ridiculous. So, it is what it is. But hey, Nephilim, PH, let's see. I never said that they ended him. It's just weird. Say what you believe. Yeah. I believe the head of security said because of all the false claims, his team and family have been doxxed and threatened. Yeah. Candace is an expert at that. She knows how to dox people really well. She learned back in 2016 with her doxing company, her doxing website and all that stuff. I still, somehow, most people don't know about it. Social autopsy, you know. Wait, am I still muted? Wait, for real? Is it not working? Uh-oh. It looks like everything's working. Is it? Let me see.
Claim to make.
For real?
Yeah, and it's causing dissension among the brothers.
Oops. Oh, my stream's a little behind. Company, her doxing website and all that stuff. Okay, I hear myself. I'm good. Okay, cool. I think Ed's just behind. Anyway, cool. Thank God. Anyway, yeah, so it's one of those things that she had a doxing website for kids. Literally would dox kids because they said mean words on the internet. She was bragging about how she voted for Hillary Clinton and all that, and then a few months later, she becomes red pill black, black conservative. Yeah, very believable, Candace. Nobody, like, we should never forget who Candace was, what she used to be, and what she's done. You know what I mean? She was anti-MAGA then, she's anti-MAGA again, openly. She's went full circle. Right back to her old ways. And now she's doxing people again. Happily. I'm so not surprised. Never would have saw that coming. You mean the girl who used to dox people and vote for Hillary? Vote for the Democrats? She's doing that stuff again? Wow, that's amazing. I'm just so shocked. Here's what it is. Hello, time traveler. Okay, cool. Brian gets very, very upset when he talks about the doxing. Really? Wait, Brian who? I'd like to... Oh, wait. Oh, duh. I see what you're saying. Are you talking about... Well, wait, no. Are you talking about in this video or coming up? I don't know. Never forget Charlie's security, Rick Coulter, either used a... Okay, we don't know that. Or detonated a lapel mic. Clear as day. You also get to see back angle in the video. Okay, does he though? Is that clear as day? Yep. Just how it does it. I don't know. Kind of crazy, right? The Sean Ryan interview and all. Yeah, we should definitely. I can't wait to see it. We'll watch it Wednesday. You know, if we have time, because there's going to be a lot of Candace stuff coming up too. But I can always, you know, extend the day or something, you know. Make it an extra long stream. We'll see what happens, you know, for sure. 73 people in here right now. Thank you all so much for being in here. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. Helps so much. I genuinely appreciate you guys being here. You guys are awesome. Let's see. So, wait, Bill Maher did mention during his April 21st, 2025 interview on Bill Maher that he uses Israeli security personnel because they provide the best security. Did he? Israeli security? What? Is this... What's he talking about? Did he mean that he uses it in Israel? Hold on. Does use security? Let's see what that says here. This is interesting. This is a little strange. Let's see. Yes, we know all this. Okay. Kirk did publicly praise Israeli security expertise and had ties to security firms with pro-Israel or Zionist afflictions. However, the specific team on duty during this was an American firm. Okay, yeah, so ridiculous. He probably used Israeli officials in Israel. That's probably what happened. That guy just took that out of context. It says down here. Wait, where was it? Let's see. Israeli officials, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, vehemently... Oh, never mind. That's not it. Rockhouse Integrity Group, DBA Integrity Security Solutions, not explicitly Israeli. Rumors of Israeli security appear to be a mix of exaggeration, misattribution, and conspiracy-driven narratives. Okay, yeah, so there we go. That's completely ridiculous. They were probably talking specifically. I can even pull that up, too. You know, but let's get into the... But before I pull that up, actually, I'll just pull it up in the background first. Let's see. Bill Maher, Charlie Kirk. Okay. I'll pull this up in a second. Let's see. James Lee, captured in real time. Oh, yeah, this here. It doesn't mean anything to me until I can see the full video there, so we'll have to see and wait and see what happens if somebody brings that up. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, let's go to this. So, she blames Trump for threats against her after their split, even though she never said, actually, that there was a threat against her. She said this could create a threat against her. Wow. Okay. Anyway, let's get to this. Washington, Reuters, Republican lawmaker Marjorie Taylor Greene accused U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday of putting her life in danger, saying his online criticism has triggered a wave of threats against her. That's not what she said, though, actually, I don't think. I think she's too dumb to have actually said that, which she should have said that. That would have been a little bit smarter. Let's see. Where did she post it? November 12th. What? Okay. Where's her tweet on this? Was it with the replies? Is that what happened? Or did she delete it? This in the files is why I'm being attacked by President Trump. It really makes you wonder what's in those files. What do you mean, this and that? Okay. I doubt it. She's really turning on Trump, though. That's kind of crazy, right? Here it is. Good morning. Want to thank everyone who texted, posted, commented, love. Okay. Where's the actual... Let's see. See, all this stuff, this is all wrong. We have differences in opinion. Okay. Where is her whole... Where's her complaint? What'd she do with it? That's weird. That's really weird. Okay. I guess I'll have to maybe go here. I'll have to pull it up here. Where did it go? Completely unhinged. Oh, yeah, this pivot and stuff. Oh, I may pull this up, too. Where is it? I'll just put yeet this guy up here. I know he shared it. Why does it have me so far down? Here we go. I am now being contacted by private security firms with warnings for my safety, as a hotbed of threats against me are being fueled and egged on by the most powerful man in the world. She never says she actually receives any threats, though. This is what's interesting, right? The man I supported and helped get elected. Aggressive rhetoric attacking me has historically led to death threats and multiple convictions of men who were radicalized by the same rhetoric being directed at me now. See what I mean? She never once says that she has any death threats against her. She never once says that she has any convictions of men who are radicalized against her. At all. She says, oh, he said this, therefore these might start happening to me. What an absolute baby. That is crazy. And he didn't say anything like... He didn't say anything that could put her in danger. Absolutely nothing. So the fact that she is acting like this is so extreme leftist. Extreme leftist that's the exact response that I would expect from an extreme leftist. So, yeah, MTG so disappointing, boo-hoo, wah-wah. Get off the internet or ignore it. Exactly. Do what Candace said. Get off the internet or ignore it. Yeah, right? I like how Candace says stuff like that, and then she actually is mad about a joke involving a pager that wasn't even directed towards her. AOC spilled the tea on MTG intentions to run for 2028 for president. Yeah, it's probably right, but nobody's going to vote for MTG because she sucks. I don't know. She can go stomp on someone's feet, you know. Yeah, she is pulling an Anita Sarkeesian, isn't she? You know, MTG is mad, and she missed the Me Too bandwagon. Pretty much, yeah. That's what it feels like to me. Because she's sitting here acting like and hinting that there were threats against her, but she never once says that. But this article absolutely had a nice time saying that Candace, might as well be Candace, that Marjorie Taylor Greene had threats against her. That's crazy. Greene, once a longtime Trump loyalist who has more recently taken positions at odds with the president, said she has been contacted by private security firms warning about her safety. Yeah, I bet they are, you know. If I were the owner of a private security team and I saw that tweet, I'd be like, let's give her a call. Hey, I have a feeling that tweet might lead to, some attacks on you. Would you like to up some security? Maybe go with my firm? My firm's great at security. Pay us. That would be a great contract to get with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, that's a good contract to have. That's going to be a high-paying contract. Of course they're contacting her. That's what private security does. They have salespeople. And when they see a situation that they can take advantage of, they're going to try and get the contract and get paid. Of course they are. I'm surprised. Like, I bet they probably weren't even calling her over that specific tweet either. I bet they just called her. And she was like, oh, well, they're calling me now, and I can use this to my advantage. Because I bet they call her all the time, you know? MTG was always Kevin McCarthy's #1 fangirl. That tells you all you need to know. Yeah, she was wanting to work with Kevin McCarthy. She was wanting to work with Rhinos whenever we were like, hey, don't cave. And then she caved. When it was like, no, we must get Matt Gaetz in. And then she screwed that whole thing up. She screwed that whole thing up for Matt Gaetz. It's unbelievable, you know? Anyway, Aaron Russell, MTG is right about the releasing. I don't think she is. Because let me tell you something, Aaron. If he released those files and absolutely nothing about Trump was in there, would you believe it? Now let's reverse that question. If the files were released and Trump was all over those files, would you believe it? At this point in time, this is it, you know? Nobody, either side is not going to believe what gets released at this point. Nobody will. The files are useless. What we need to do first is fix our country. Because here's the thing. Let's say we go forward with the course, okay? We go straight forward. We get people and we keep winning these populist elections over and over again. Eventually, we get to a point where everybody in the government is populist, which means there's going to be no more classified information from the public. And we will release the JFK files fully. We'll release the Epstein files fully and all that. That's where this goes if we keep moving forward. However, if we don't, and we keep fighting like this, and worrying about files that aren't going to change anything at the moment for our country, because sure, let's say he does release the files. Guess what? There's still going to be homeless people. There's still going to be a crap economy. There's still going to be a way too expensive housing. Inflation is still going to be bad. Food prices are still going to be high. And we're wasting time with this right now at a critical time where people are struggling. We can get the Epstein files in a year or two, 3 maybe, at the end of Trump's presidency, or even into the next presidency at this point. How long has the Epstein thing been going on for? Alex Jones broke the news on it, what, in the year 2000, I think? 99? Something along those lines, you know what I mean? So, I think we can wait another couple of years at this point for that specifically. I don't even mind. What we can't wait on are people who are struggling, who don't have jobs, who don't have anything to do, like, they're living in a crap economy. Okay? And Trump needs to get off his rear end and get this fixed now. That's the most pressing issue. We need to focus on that. Otherwise, we are going to lose this next election, and everything that we fought for here is going to get destroyed. Do we really want another Biden slipping on in here during this time? It would be terrible. We're going to lose the midterms at this rate. It's going to suck, you know what I mean? Trump said the country is fine, zero inflation, great economy. Sure. It's not rolling into us right now. That's not what's going on for us. Trump has all these deals that he's going through, right? He did this last time, and the economy didn't get going until 2019. Early 2019, late 2018 is when we started actually feeling the economy. At this rate, we're not going to feel this economy Trump has built probably till 2026 or 2027. So he needs to do other things right now to focus to get people's mind off of how bad the economy is now. The economy isn't just going to turn around and roll up in a day. It's not going to happen. And that's unfortunate. I don't think Elon was right about everything at all. I don't believe Elon. Why would Elon have seen the files? How would he know who's on those files? Could you give me an answer to that real quick? You know what I mean? If you can give me a good answer as to why Elon would know, you know, then I'd entertain it. You know what I mean? Elon's the richest person in the country. He's the richest person on the planet right now, I believe. I don't think there's any one person more rich than him. There are families, of course, way, way more rich than, Elon, But as for a single person, he's richest on the planet, I believe. Let me look it up. Who is the most rich person on the planet? The top 10 richest people. Well, who's number one? Number one is that number one Elon? Thing gonna show me? Oh, okay, so he's held the position since May of 2024. Okay, so yeah, he's still number one. Gotcha. I don't care about the other 10. They are irrelevant. They are not rich enough. No, they're probably the most relevant people on the planet. All of them. Come on. What is going on? Please get this in frame. Oh my gosh, Windows 11 is such garbage. It is insane. There we go. Wow, that took a lot. I miss Windows 10 so much already. I never thought I'd miss Windows 10 because I was pining for Windows 7. Windows 7 was great, But anyway, it is what it is. I can't, complain too much. I'm just glad they haven't completely made my computer, somehow locked it, behind a paywall for me to fully use or something. But Elon was hanging in the White House. Well, sure, but that's the thing is, he hasn't seen the files. I don't think he's ever seen the files. That's just my point, is Elon's blowing smoke. He's talking crap. He was upset by it. And here's the thing, too. There's more evidence that Elon was on that list than Trump. A lot more evidence that Elon was, because Elon was actually on the flight logs. Trump, he was on them domestically. So it's not looking great for Elon per se. But at the end of the day, I don't think Elon was necessarily on it because there's not a whole lot of evidence. You know what I mean? But there's more than what there is of Trump. I just, Elon can come out and be like, oh, he's on the list. Okay, well, how do you know that? Well, he would have to be on the list. Or he's had to have seen the list. One of the two. And, well, one's more likely than the other, unfortunately. If he was actually telling the truth, the fact of the matter is he would have to be on the list. You know what I mean? But anyway, Green says Trump aggression fuels radical internet trolls. Wow. Sounds like an extreme leftist to me. You know what I mean? Elon likes revenge. Yeah, he does. He does do that. He has done that. Elon's done some pretty crappy stuff, So anyway, it is what it is. I don't expect any billionaire to be very moral, to be honest. I don't hold any billionaires on any level of morality. I imagine that to become a billionaire, you have to do some pretty crappy things in life. But not every billionaire, of course, obviously. But I just don't hold them to a moral standard. I think they are way out of touch with reality. They don't know the common man very well. And, if he isn't guilty, nobody is. Can you explain that? Because you're going to need some evidence. You know what I mean? In the video, the crack of the shot sounded supersonic. Could be. The problem is, so people should, if Trump isn't guilty, nobody is. Yeah, Aaron, you're going to have to back that badly. You got to provide some proof, something. You know what I mean? I don't just go and point the finger and go, well, I just believe this. It's like, belief, I don't let belief rule me like that. You know what I mean? That's a dangerous thing to do. That's a dangerous thing to do because he could be completely and totally innocent. And then you're just absolutely on him. Like, I wouldn't even give this same benefit of the... I would give the same benefit of the doubt to Biden. You know what I mean? Oh, so you're one of those idiots. 34 felony convictions. You're just very low IQ. Dang, Aaron, I thought you might be a smart guy. You're not. They weren't 34 felony convictions. They were 34 misdemeanors that they just upgraded, first of all. Second of all, tell me what they were for. Tell me what those convictions were for. Name them out. I will wait for you, because I guarantee you don't know a single thing about this case. Go ahead. Oh, did he? He did that to E. Jean Carroll? Do you have any proof of that at all? Any proof? I want you to prove that to me. Okay? Prove that to me right now. You mean to tell me, have you even listened to E. Jean Carroll's case? Have you listened to what she said? She said that in the middle of one of the most wealthy stores in New York, in broad daylight, Trump chased her, beat her up, dragged her into a bathroom in front of all these people, in front of cameras, did his thing, and then they just left and parted ways, and there's not one single witness to any of that. There's not any video footage in a Tiffany store in the middle of downtown New York on 5th Street? Are you kidding me? Are you insane? Tell me the charges. You name out, you list the charges. Tell me what they were for. Absolutely insane that you would believe such a stupid story. Unbelievable. I can't believe there are people out there that are genuinely that stupid. So he beat her up and dragged her into a bathroom in the middle of everybody in the middle of a store. And there's not one single witness. And there's no camera footage. In the richest store probably in the entire world. A Tiffany store in New York City. Oh my God, that's some next level stupidity. I cannot believe there are people out there that are that blatantly stupid. Unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. He was not found liable in a court of law. She took him to a small claims court. Are you insane? You think that's a criminal court? You think that's a criminal court? You tell me what evidence was presented in that courtroom. Present the evidence. Tell me, where can I see the evidence? Is there any footage? You can't even answer a question. Is there any footage? Are there any witnesses? Is there any proof? Answer those questions for me. I'm not speaking. 83 million. You're a fucking idiot. Wow. 83 million, bro. So you're telling me, okay, first of all, do you know what, have you ever bought a house before, Aaron? Have you ever bought a house before? I gotta ask you that. You're a fucking idiot, Aaron. I'm asking you straightforward questions. Answer the questions before I ban you. I'm telling you what to do, and you're just like, oh, Google it. Oh, no. Giving stupid answers. You have the time to sit here and argue. Answer the question. Actually, you know what? There we go. He owes her 83 million. You're an idiot. This is your last chance. Aaron, this is your last chance I'm going to give you. Do you understand? Okay? Here. I'm going to pull this right on up. Right here. That way we can see his messages and make fun of this idiot. Okay? Before I get him banned, I'm going to give you I'm giving you the floor. I want you to tell me what evidence was presented. Okay? Very simple. What evidence was presented in the court? Were there any witnesses? And is there video? Very simple. Very, very simple questions I'm asking you. And if there's video, I want you to link it. Go ahead. You've got the floor, buddy. Take your time. Really work this out in your head. Okay? Come on now. Oh, okay. It's not going up here. Yes. Google it and accept your apology. He was found liable in what court? Well, he was found liable in a criminal court? Okay. Here, hold on. Let me fact check you real quick, buddy. Trump found in a criminal court for E. Jean Carroll. Here we go. Okay. Let's see here. He was found liable. I wish that this would, because I could see channel activity. Oh, here we go. Now we go. Now I can actually have him here. Okay. 6 months ago, MAGA was back in. Okay. So, dude, I'm going to give you a very short amount of time here now. Okay. I'm going to give you a very, very, very short amount of time. Okay. Oh, it's up from the top to the bottom. Okay, cool. That's dumb. Right here. No, Donald Trump was not found liable in a criminal court for E. Jean Carroll case. Huh. The proceedings were entirely civil lawsuits filed in federal court. Okay. Now, was any evidence presented in court that Trump was guilty of this? If so, what evidence was shown? You're going to learn a hard lesson here, buddy. Substantial evidence was presented in the federal civil trial E. Jean Carroll's case. Now, check this out, guys. That led to a 9-member jury Trump to find him liable. Now, what was it? Her testimony. Okay. Corroborated friend testimony. So she had a friend stick up for her. Oh, okay. Other accusers. Okay. Jessica Leeds, 1979 airport. So she wasn't even there. She just said, oh, well, Trump did this to me. That's the evidence? Okay. So other people coming forward that weren't even at or with E. Jean Carroll at all. Access Hollywood tape 2005 recording where he bragged that they let you grab them, so consent. Okay. Because guess what? If you don't have consent, they don't let you do it. I don't know if you know that or not. So that's really dumb. Trump's deposition, October 2022, viral. Okay, let's see. So Trump mistook a photo of Carroll with him for his ex-wife, Marla Maples. How is that evidence? Grok, are you hallucinating? Okay. He doubled down on denials, calling Carroll a whack job and saying her accusation would hurt him more than any assault would. Dismissed the... Okay, what is this? How is this... Oh, because he showed lack of remorse? Okay. Photograph, 1879 of them styling together, so that's apparently proof that he just did it, right? That's dumb. Establishing they had met before. Okay. That he never knew her. How is he supposed to remember her? He met her one single time? Okay. Contextual testimony. Bergdorf Goodman employee Lisa Burbach's friend confirmed the 6th floor lingerie area was often unattended. Okay. So? Carroll's sister. Carroll testified. Okay, her sister. Don't care. Instantly don't care. Conflict of interest. Defamatory statements. Trump's 2022. Okay, so he called her a liar. That's proof that she did it? Really? So, exclusions. DNA evidence. So, no DNA. Defense evidence. Trump did not attend but relied on his cross-examinations questioning. Okay, and? I don't care about that. Follow-up. The $83 million defamation verdict for 2019 statements treated the 2023 filings as an established fact, adding evidence that Trump posed. So they just say, oh, because he lost the case, then that's evidence. That doesn't make any sense either. So, was there any physical evidence at all? Crazy, right? So let's see it here. He keeps saying Google it. Are you going to actually address any of my questions now? Okay, no physical evidence was present in court. There was no DNA, no medical records, no photographs of injuries, no security footage, no clothing with forensic traces, and no contemporaneous police report. She didn't even go to the police. She didn't even Google the police. Or Google the police. Call the police. File a police report. Nothing. Are you kidding me? I can't believe people out here are this stupid in real life, you know? So, are you going to apologize? Okay, you're banned. Get fucked. Like, actually get fucked. You won't answer a single question, and I gave you the floor. That's disrespectful. I gave you the floor. I gave you every opportunity to actually back your claim. And you refused to do it. So you don't get to talk on my channel anymore. That is absolutely infuriating, dude. I gave you every last chance to speak. And the only thing you could do was be insulting, be an asshole, and you couldn't provide anything that I asked you. That is completely and totally ridiculous. You want to come on here and have a debate? You can do that. But if you're not going to even answer one single question, and I jump through hoops to pull information up, then I'm not going to entertain you. That is so unbelievably rude. And it's no wonder we can't have dialogue with leftists. Because they're not interested in actually having a conversation or answering questions. They're interested in just screaming and yelling nonsense. And here's another fun fact for you, by the way, dummy. Trump appeal E. Jean Carroll. 4 days ago, Trump asked Supreme Court to overturn E. Jean Carroll civic verdict. They're going to go through it, and I guarantee you, and I will cover this, and I'll even gladly tag you in it, Aaron. When they remove this, you'll have nothing to do but eat that bag of shit that's in front of you. Anyway, and earlier this year, so here we go, the same apparels court upheld it for some reason. That's insane. That is insane that they just took her word for it. No evidence at all. No police report. Absolutely ridiculous. If you don't file a police report after something happens to you, I don't care. You didn't think it was important enough to protect other people from. You could have filed it in 1987, but instead you waited until 2016. 2016 to come out with it. Or 2017, whenever she did. That is completely and totally ridiculous. You know? And you expect people to just believe? Why? Why should I ever believe anybody who would never even go out of their own way? Because Trump, here's the thing, Trump is way more powerful now and in 2016 than he ever was. You waited for that man to literally have access to people who could just easily assassinate people? Are you kidding me? You didn't go before when he was a lot less dangerous? Completely ridiculous, you know what I mean? Just so stupid. Too many stupid people out there that believe this stuff. Anyway, guys, sorry about the cursing. I let it get to me a little bit more than I should have. But anyway, and that's what's funny. This is about how angry I get in text form whenever I'm arguing with people on X and they think I'm screaming at them. And it's like, nah, I'm just like this. For the most part, it's funny. Anyway, so MTG, she is crying. Is there anything else with MTG? Did she update anything? Get rid of that. Let's see, James Lee. Okay, let's do Candace. Not Candace. Let's see. Did she say anything else about this? Okay. So she did say this at least. I forgive him and I will pray for him to return to his original MAGA promises. Marjorie, I'm just way more interested right now in actually getting the economy good. Okay? Way more interested in making sure, you know. Groiper, hello. Good name, I guess. How is MTG woke if Trump is the one waiting to flood the U.S. with Browns and Chinese? Okay, hold on. First of all, Browns? Like, really? You know, a lot of these people that he could probably be bringing over are also white, right? A silly thing to say. Oh, man, how is he woke whenever people aren't, like, exactly my skin color? Really? Pretty stupid statement, in my opinion, about that. You could have just said, you know, foreigners. That would be fine. That'd be totally fine, you know? Foreigners, I get. I'm against the H-1B visas. Okay? Totally against it. Honestly, I think we ought to not let anybody in this country at all, no matter what color you are, for the next couple of years. That's my opinion. I sound woke? Really? I haven't even hardly said anything at all. Like, why are you worried? Why? The only one that sounds woke is you, dude. The fact that you're worried about skin color at all proves my point. Like, genuinely proves my point. Why does skin color matter at all? She's woke because she's sitting here. Look at this. I'll show you. I'll bring it up again. Let's see. Where did it go? Was it back here? Yeah, it was back here, right? Oops, didn't mean to refresh. No. Dang it. What? back here. Did she delete her tweet or something? She had to have deleted it. There we go. At least there's a screenshot. She's woke because of this. She's sitting here saying, oh, Donald Trump, he tweeted at me, and therefore I'm going to get attacked. But she hasn't gotten any death threats or anything. She hasn't gotten a single death threat. That's why she's woke. Look at this. I am now being contacted by private security firms with warnings for my safety. Is a hotbed of threats against me are being fueled and egged on by the most powerful man in the world. Okay, AOC. Why? Because he blasted you online, now all of a sudden you're in fear for your life? That's wild. That's a wild take. Maybe wait for people to actually start threatening you first before you get online and complaining about it, you know? Aggressive rhetoric attacking me has historically led to death threats and multiple convictions of men who are radicalized by the same type of rhetoric being directed at me right now. This time by the President of the United States. As a woman, I take threats from men seriously. Bro, are you kidding me? Defend that. I'll wait for you to defend that, Groiper. I'll be right back. I gotta let my dog out here. Oh my God. I'm run him in the backyard. Yeah, see? That's pretty woke and gay. Exactly, man. You get it. You get it. No, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, oh, look, we can agree on the H-1B visas. 100%, you know? The thing about it is I think we need to make the best of the best of our people here in the United States. America first, 1,000,000%. I am on the team of we need to get rid of Israel influence. We need to get rid of Palestine influence. We need to get rid of Qatari influence. We need to get rid of Chinese influence. We need to get rid of Russian influence, Ukrainian influence. We need to get them all the hell out. All of them. And we need to focus only on America. And that's it. Absolutely no excuses for any other country to be in our business or us in theirs. Just that simple. That's where I stand. Now, as for the Venezuela stuff, I understand. Because they are actively breaking into our country and they're not stopping. So they're going to get bombed. And I don't care. I don't care that they're going to get bombed because we told them to stop and they think they're smarter than us. And they don't have to do what they're told. We don't want them in our country. We don't want them bringing their drugs here. They're fentanyl. And if you try to bring it here, goodbye. You're getting exploded into a billion pieces. I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. Until they learn how to stop doing that, they get bombed. So, you know, there's just that. But anyway, yeah, just abusing the system for cheap labor. Yeah, yes, they are. Absolutely. Palestine doesn't even exist. Exactly. Well, now it definitely doesn't. But, you know, yeah, it partially exists. They got rubble and stuff, you know. I just hope I'm not wrong about the Palestine stuff, you know what I mean? I haven't really taken a full-fledged side. I just personally have not seen enough evidence to shift one way or the other on who was founded where and how, you know. Any map you find pre-1940 has Palestine on it. Not Palestine specifically. It has the Ottoman Empire on it, like 1900. But, you know, there is that. Let's see. Because what was it in that area? There was a whole territory. What? Let's see. What did they call that area in there? Let's see. Historical map. Oh, good. Internet. Oh, great. Okay. Well, why is it not working? Really? No. Did it? What is it? Crap. Hold on. What? There we go. What did they call that area? In No, I don't want a first printed map of the Ottoman Empire. I'd want it towards the end. Was it just Persia, the whole thing? Is that really, am I looking in the right area? Oh, crap, where would they be? Okay, I'd like to see a zoomed-in map, to be honest. I don't want to just see all of, like, in Persia. 1500. Let's do 1890. I think that's right around before. That's before Britain demolished them. Okay. So let's take a look at it. I think this is a good map of it. 1860s is when this map was. Can you guys fill me in a little bit? And when did the Ottoman Empire officially fall? When was that? This is so they had Mutasir. I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. They had Jerusalem, is what that was called, with Gaza. So there's been Gaza. Oh, I should move myself. There we go. So there's Gaza. All this, Egypt. There's no Palestine. You know? Palestine formed after Israel in the 1890s. See, this is my point, is whenever you go looking through this, oh, this map is from all the way to 1871. Okay, so I want a little bit newer of a map. See, they'll say Palestine here. Look at this map. This was all nice and well drawn. 1923 to 1948, I think, is whenever that happened. But people don't realize Israel became a state in 1890. You know? They didn't get recognized until 1948. And that's kind of my whole point. And people are leaving that history out. So when I go through and I'm going through like all this history of like when Israel came to be, it was 1890, and the UK was not happy whatsoever of what the Jews did, because the UK wanted to give the Jews Yemen. Or was it Yemen? I think it was Yemen. And they said, no, we want this land. And they went and they purchased that land from the fallen Ottoman Empire. Makes sense, because those people's economy would have been done. People would have been very desperate to sell their land. It's usually what happens when your country gets conquered. Your country kind of becomes worthless. They bought it out, according to all their official documents, that is. And there's no other documents to contradict it. And so it's like, what am I supposed to do at that point? I could just trust people, but I don't know. That's why I need hard evidence, you know? Ottoman Empire, it was Jerusalem back then. There was no Palestine. Palestine came up after the 1890 purchase of that land, and in response to Israel, they made Palestine. And then they both were fighting to be recognized. And they had been fighting all the way from the 1890s all the way up to the point where Israel got recognized in 1948. Palestine didn't get recognized until 1988. But they were both there at about the same time. Little bit before Palestine was Israel. Because they knew what Israel was doing, and they wanted to fight it. Whether they were justified or not, I have no idea or any context as to what took place during those times. There's no documentation. So how they were fighting and what caused the fight and what all was happening there, I don't know. Unless there is some documentation I'm not aware of. But so far, in my little private rabbit holing on this, I can't find an answer yet. So I'm just, I'll have to get more into it. But anyway, that's just what I've seen. So I don't know. I'll have to go deeper down the rabbit hole at some point. Maybe I'll do it on this channel with you guys. Maybe I'll find out that Palestine is indeed absolutely in the right. I have no idea. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying from everything I've seen so far, I have not seen any direct evidence that Israel was necessarily wrong for doing what they did. You know what I mean? UK and France offered the land to surrounding countries. Everyone denied. They offered Why would you deny it, though? It's free freaking land. Are people insane? I guess land's probably worth a lot more today than we ever thought it could be worth, because it was so plentiful, I guess. And back in the 1890s, you could just run up and take land, like all the way up until what year was it in Oklahoma? Like, I think it was up to the 1940s. You could just go out to Oklahoma and literally just claim a big plot of land, and it's just yours. Like, could you imagine just being gifted that land today? Like, you had that land from your great-great-great-great-grandfather, and then you got 1,000 acres just gifted to you in today's time? Oh my God. People were dumb. They didn't understand that land itself would be probably the most valuable commodity of all time. It's wild how that works, you know? It's a shame. Hindsight's, you know, is what it is. But anyway, guys, yeah, so I'm going to go over these just kind of real quick because this is kind of funny. Somebody get me in touch with Britney Spears because I was exactly today years old. I hate when people say that. When I learned that Lou Taylor's husband was also a lead pastor of a Calvary chapel. That is such a, like, just imagine, like, you get a job being a preacher, but you're just somehow connected even though you're like 1,000 miles away, you know? You just somehow have to be connected to, you know, Rob. Just ask ChatGPT. The only reason people say Palestine isn't a country is because there was no official government, but it has existed for thousands of years under different empires. I mean, the thing about it is like I said, I've watched a lot of documentaries on it. Palestine didn't come up on a map until after 1890. You know, otherwise it was just called Jerusalem there in the Ottoman Empire. You know, Persia and Damascus. You know, that's what all those areas were. So I mean, it's like ChatGPT's not gonna. I'm not gonna rely on that because I can get Grok to literally hallucinate at any given time. I watch this. I'll show you how I can get Grok to hallucinate. I'm going to take a picture of this DuckDuckGo picture, okay? Take a little screenshot. I can get Grok to hallucinate pretty easily. Upscale this image to 4K. Okay, check this out. This is pretty easy to do. Okay. So you got this image here. Does that look like 4K to you guys? Let me see. Is this 4K? No, the images I provided are not true 4K. You know, they are AI upscaled versions of your original low resolution screenshot enhanced for sharpness and clarity, but they did not reach 4K resolution. The original was way too small. Can you make it 4K? See, you could just get Grok to, you know, it just won't give you proper information. So it'll just create stuff. See what I mean? It ran into a roadblock and decided that I needed something completely different than what I asked. See what I mean? You can get Grok to hallucinate pretty easily. And it's a lot better than ChatGPT. ChatGPT hallucinates all the time too. So that's why I say, very specifically, never ever use any kind of AI to do your work for you. You know what I mean? When you do AI, you got to fact check every single thing that comes in through AI. Sometimes what I like to use AI for, well, you guys could see my history. I'll show you that. I'll do like the whole Trumpy Gene Carroll thing and stuff. He's good at collecting info and giving it back to you. Really easy to make it hallucinate very easily, though. So with the Trump E. Jean Carroll case here, I already know every detail about the E. Jean Carroll case, every single detail. But whenever it started hallucinating was right about here, saying that these corroborating friend testimonies are actual evidence. Other accusers are actual evidence that had nothing to do with that. That's not evidence. That's not submissible in court, This tape where he says people will consensually let you grab them by that, that's not evidence. They played it in full for the jury, but that's not actual evidence. And I asked for evidence presented. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, I had to ask it, were there any physical evidence? And then it's just like, no, there's no physical evidence at all. After giving me all of this, I had to ask for something a little more specific. Just Grok being Grok, Grab an encyclopedia. Well, like I said, I've been watching a lot of documentaries on it. There's a lot of pro-Palestine and pro-Israel, but they can't produce a map before 1890. See, you said 1940. And yes, Palestine did come up on a map. But are there any maps 1890 when the Ottoman Empire fell? Before that, when the Ottoman Empire existed, they never had anything of Palestine. That's just what I've seen. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, I may have it all in here. Asking basic historical questions are radically different to things, to be fair. Well, not on Grok, it's not. I promise you it's not. Like, you can get Grok to hallucinate all of the time. I could probably find some instances. Where was another one where I had him, he ended up hallucinating like crazy. It blew my mind. Where was it? It was a while ago. It was like in October, maybe. Let's see. Wait, what is this? Alec Watson, gay tech YouTuber profile. What the hell? I asked if that guy was, yeah, Alec Watson. Yeah, he is gay. Yeah, it was interesting. And I asked if he supported Trump, too. Because somebody said something along the lines of, like, he was a Trump supporter. And he was just like, no, I don't think so. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he has, though. Maybe there is a video out there of him doing it. And see, this could be a great example. Because somebody told me, they're like, dude, he's actually a Trump supporter. And I was like, really? And they said they saw something about it. But I won't say who told me. But, and then this said no. But at the end of the day, could be something out there and he didn't pull it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I think he was right, too, you know? I mean, it's just, like, at the end of the day, when he says they let you do something, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that it's like, that wasn't unconsensual. By the way, I'll show you what I do kind of for, let's see. Like, I'll do stuff like this. I'll have Grok just make me a nice background so I can put people's faces in front of it and stuff. Oh, that's wicked. I should have used that one. I think I used this. Oh, I didn't even know it. I should have clicked on this. I think dang. That looks sick. I'll have to keep that in my back pocket. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I'll get to it. Maybe for you guys, I will watch it live. I can go over something. So, Groiper, if you have any documentaries that you like about pro-Palestinian stuff, send them to me. I'll keep them back. And if anybody has any pro-Israeli documentaries that they could also send to me, I'll gladly watch those on stream. We can come to a conclusion together. That could be a very interesting thing to do because I am as neutral as can be when it comes to other countries across the pond because I'm just focused on America. But I don't necessarily mind taking a day like out of one of my stream days, like maybe Saturdays. It could be like kind of just whatever goes. Doesn't have to be specifically politically motivated or themed, I guess you could say, on this channel. And I could just like watch some of that stuff. And you know, I'll be glad to go down the rabbit hole. I just don't have a whole lot of time in my private life to do that. But if you guys want to like send me stuff, I'm open to it. I have a Discord also linked in the description below. And we can get to the bottom of it. Maybe I'll become a pro-Palestinian guy. Or maybe I'll be pro-Israel. What did you send there, Madness? Is it something that I could watch on the channel? Oh, that's the thing you showed. Gotcha. Yeah, he probably would find that interesting. Although it's, you know, I mean, I get it. It's just, the Bible's very, very vague on certain things. There's that. I do have tick history, too. And I wouldn't mind watching that Karl Marx video. And stuff like that. There's a lot of tick history videos I could gladly watch on this stream. Gladly watch. If my streams ever go to 8 hours a day, which I really hope they do. You know, it depends on how well this channel does. If I can actually quit my job to do this channel, you'll be seeing some 8-hour streams. And we can go over all of this stuff live. That would be a lot of fun, too. But, oh well. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, Groiper, feel free to send me whatever it is you want to send me, and I'll probably watch it here on stream. As long as it's not inappropriate, of course, guys. Let's still, you know, don't do that to me. I beg you, please don't. You know, just in case. You know, one of those things that it has to be a good, clean documentary. You know what I mean? Nothing, no nudity, no violence, anything like that. Otherwise, the YouTube gods will smite me. And we don't want to see me get smoten on a stream. I don't think that'd be productive for anyone. But anyway, guys, I gotta go help put the kiddos down to bed, all that good stuff. Thank you all for being here. Saturday streams are definitely a little bit of a different vibe. They're a lot more of a chill vibe, to be honest, except for that one unbelievably dumb, like, guy with TDS that really thinks that Trump actually did something to Eugene Carroll. That's some nutso stuff right Give it 3 months and you'll be full-time. That's very optimistic of you. I greatly appreciate that. That's very nice of you, but, you know, I don't know. I couldn't imagine my stream actually getting to that point that soon. But I really appreciate that, though. That's a nice comment to say, you know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's all, I'm here because of you guys. There's no other way around it. It's you guys who do 100% of the work. I'm just here that happens to have a camera in my face. I'm just an idiot in front of a camera, so. But seriously, thank you guys. Groiper, hope I didn't put you off too much. You know, we do hard questions around here and stuff, but hey, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think you're a bad guy or anything like that. Just different views. And, you know, I don't have an opinion on those views either, at least yet. But like I said, the stuff that I've been looking into, every time somebody points me kind of into the direction of something, it comes out pro-Israel. Hey, maybe that's the way it was meant to be, in the sense that, you know, maybe the government's completely got the internet completely on lockdown. You know, maybe we don't get to see all the real information. But then again, the victors usually do get to burn up all the other stuff, and then how do we prove it afterwards? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like there's a whole lot of accounts from Native American tribes here in, you know, the United States. So we don't truly know. But I trust the United States in general because it's an amazing country. Not the government, obviously. But I trust that the United States is meant for everybody here. It's just amazing. The best country on the planet. No better country. So, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter what happened back then. We need to do what we can to move forward and make it an even better country. So, you know, everybody that lives here has a good life. And it starts by getting rid of all those illegal. Definitely. I don't know if you guys know this either, but I was severely affected by an illegal. I'll have to get into that later again. I can pull the police report. I have it downstairs. But yeah, I was hit head on by an illegal in Tulsa. And, yeah, sucked. ADB, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, thank you very much, guys. I genuinely appreciate y'all being here. And, PH, thank you. Man, sneaking in that last little super chat there before I get off. Oh, I'm glad I didn't hit the in-stream button. That would have sucked. Wouldn't have been able to properly thank you. But no, genuinely thank you, guys. Seriously. You all are absolutely amazing. Oh, no, it's okay. It was back in 2014. The only money I was out was $2,000, and I lost my freaking awesome 2011 Dodge Charger. That actually was the worst. I was 6 months away from paying that Dodge Charger off completely, and it was nice. It was a very nice car. I had to start all over again after that. It was actually really bad. Cut my ear, too. I got a nice scar on my ear going all the way down. It cut my ear, like half of it was hanging. That was the only damage I took, though, luckily. Well, internally, it kind of hurt. You know, ribs were bruised up pretty bad. But other than that, I was fine. Yeah, he slammed into me on freaking 11th and not Peoria, 11th and Sheridan. It was a 40-mile-an-hour area, and he was going 80 and slammed right into me. It sucked. When he chopped his axle off, and he tried to drive off too, but the car wasn't going to go anywhere. He ended up slamming into a guy on a bicycle, a homeless guy, and that guy tried to sue me because I was the only one with insurance. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, guy, but I'm not going to let you just sue me, you know? Yeah, sorry about you, but you shouldn't have been homeless and probably should have been working, you know? Maybe that would have resulted in you having a bit better of a situation, but nah, I wasn't going to let my insurance do that. And he didn't get to sue me for it. It didn't go anywhere. The case was dropped instantly. But, yeah, sent me to the hospital. It was about $55,000 worth of damage done. And I had to pay $2,000 out of pocket because, you know, I was a young guy. $1,000 deductible for my insurance, for my car, and $1,000 deductible for my medical insurance. And he got away scot-free because he was an illegal. Yeah, amazing stuff, right? He was arrested. He was in jail for 12 hours before they had to release him. Obama's catch and release in 2014. Oh, man. Terrible times there for that anyway. But otherwise, hey, I'm fine at least. So I'm thankful I wasn't actually really severely injured. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you guys. Everybody's just, y'all are freaking amazing. But anyway, I'll see you guys here in the next one. Later.